Well, howdy everybody. Rory Hoffman here, back with another video, and I'm calling this one Covideo19. See what I did there? This is the 19th video on my YouTube channel that I have uploaded so far, and so I thought that was just too good of a pun to pass up. And speaking of passing something up, today I'm going to demonstrate the Passerelle Bridge. And this is a bridge that was invented by two ladies, a guitar player named Kaki King and her luthier, Rachel Rosenkrantz. And it's a pretty genius invention. This is a bridge that goes underneath the strings of a guitar on the neck. So you can put it on the neck underneath the strings, and then you can pick on either side of this bridge. And so it raises the strings up above the guitar body far enough where you don't use the fretboard at all to fret. You basically can pick with one hand on one side of this bridge and your other hand on the other side. And so it gives you 12 distinct tones, because you've got 6 strings on the guitar. So 6 strings on one side and the other 6 notes on the other. And Kaki recommends that you place this on the 16th fret. And when you do that, you get an interval of a perfect fifth. So that's the only thing I've ever heard her recommend, is to put it on the 16th fret with that interval of a perfect fifth. To me, that loses a lot of what this is capable of. But that, I guess, is an easy way to always know that you're on a good interval, because to get some of the other intervals, you kind of have to put this between frets, and you have to adjust by ear where you want to, what kind of interval you want. So I'll go over to my guitar and demonstrate this for you a little bit. The guitar I'm going to use is a guitar that, this was my first ever guitar. This is the guitar that I learned to play on. And it was given to me by a lady in my hometown named Marilyn Willie. And she gave me this when I was 4 years old. And it's a classical guitar with nylon strings. And I didn't tear it all to pieces. I did mistreat it somewhat. For many years, there were steel strings on this guitar, which you're not supposed to do, obviously. But I didn't know anything. I was a kid, and but it still plays, and I thought this would be a fun guitar to demonstrate the Passerelle Bridge. So Kaki recommends that you loosen up the strings really far so that you can get the bridge underneath the strings. I don't loosen them up that far. Each string still has a definite pitch, but so what I do is kind of put the bridge on its side, kind of over the sound hole, and then just kind of slide it across on the neck, and then basically just set it up. And so there we have it set up. One thing, you probably can't see it with me sitting this far back, but once you have the bridge in place, there is a lot of real estate left over on either side of the bridge, like from where the strings are. On either end of it, there's a couple inches at least of space. So Kaki, if you ever watch this, or Rachel, I'd be curious to know what the reasoning behind that was. Why there's all this extra space on either side of where the strings go. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of the ideas that I have using this. If you want to hear what it sounds like on a steel string guitar on the 16th fret, you can easily look up Kaki King on YouTube. She's got videos of her playing it. But I won't be doing that because you can already see that somewhere else. So this video is going to be some other ideas for using the Passerelle Bridge. And so let's start with setting it at the interval of about a minor third. So basically I'm going to plunk a note and pluck that same string on the other side of the bridge and see what I get. Well, that's more like a major third, so obviously that's not what I want, so I have to slide it over a little bit. That sounds like a minor third. So see, that's what I mean. If you don't put it on the 16th fret, you kind of have to just use your ear and figure out, because right now it's like between two frets. And so let's set up a tuning that works good at a minor third. There we go. And these strings might stretch a little bit when you do different tunings, you know, constantly retuning. Sometimes it takes it a while to settle in. So we've got this sus2 chord on this side of the bridge, and we've got another sus2 chord, obviously a minor third up on the other side of the bridge. And so those are the two chords that are made, and you put them together and you get this cool minor pentatonic type sound. So I'm basically doing right, left, or well, left, right in my case. Here's the first string with my left hand, first string with my right hand, second string with my left hand, second string with my right hand, etc. And so you get that cool kind of a minory kind of sound. And since the strings are raised up so far above the fretboard now, you can do bends like a koto or a guzheng. Which might send it out of tune a little bit until you get it stabilized. So anyway, I'll just play for you a little demonstration of something you can do with this tuning. So it almost has a kind of a Celtic harp mixed with koto, mixed with guzheng, kind of interesting, you know, sound all its own. So that's the minor third idea. Let's change it to a half step now, shall we? So I'll move the bridge a little. Ooh, I did good. It's right at a half step, but I don't use this tuning for a half step, so now I need to set up a different tuning. Kind of a dominant seventh chord. And the strings are stretching. So, what can you do with the dominant seventh chord? Well, if you have two dominant seventh chords, one of which is a half step away from each other, you get a pretty interesting palette. Maybe Middle Eastern scale, maybe Turkish a little bit, Yiddish, I don't know, but you get stuff like this. that's kind of a unique idea unto itself. And you get, besides the two major chords, the D chord and the E flat chord, you also get some cool variations by mixing notes on either side of the bridge. So you've got your D chord, you can get a D major 7th chord, and you can get an E flat major 7th chord, and you can get an E flat 6th chord, and you can get like a G minor chord, you can get a diminished chord, and so you've got lots of harmonic possibilities here just with using this half-step dominant 7th chord. So those of you who have a passerelle, play around with that a little bit, see what you can come up with. And one more, well, I guess two more kind of combined into one idea that I had is at a whole step. So let me move this to a whole step. That's almost there. Okay. There we go. And change my tuning again. Just to let's do a regular major chord this time. There we go. And now you get really a Lydian type of sound. Kind of a neat Lydian type sound. If you change this to minor, now you get Dorian. So you got your minor chord, and then you got your that, you know, two minor chords. You got some major chords. A really kind of Dorian type of sound. So I find this to be really a fascinating accessory for guitar because it almost turns it into not a guitar. You know, you get so many different textures and sonic possibilities, modes and scales, and it sounds kind of harp-like and stuff. It almost turns it into not a guitar, and it's just a simple little accessory. And to take it out, I just kind of tilt it over, pull it out, and then we're done. And so there you go. That's the Passerelle Bridge. Really nice invention, Khaki. Very nice. Helping her perfect it, Rachel. I'm really excited about this instrument, accessory, I guess, as it were. And so there's my demo of the Passerelle Bridge for all you guitar players who are trying to experiment with something different. All right, don't forget to subscribe. As I mentioned, there's 19 videos up here now, so there should be plenty of stuff to keep you entertained of unusual instruments and my unusual approach to playing them. So that's it. Alrighty. Stay tuned for round 20 whenever I decide to get around to it. Okay, bye.